Before this video starts, I just want to give a massive shout out to all my channel members. If you want to receive a shout out, then become a channel member today and you'll be shown on screen like all these other channel members here. Anyways, enjoy the video. The Battle Cats is a mobile game that I hold in high regard, as it's one of the few mobile games out there that are still being updated that are genuinely fun to play. Today, I want to share 50 random facts about this amazing game, from the obvious to the obscure. Most of the facts in here are probably not going to be of any real use in getting better at the game, but it's still fun to learn the small details of this strange world of cats. If you want even more facts that are already released, check the card in the corner of the video. If you enjoyed watching this video, why not give it a like? Maybe leave a comment down below on what fact was interesting to you or what facts you know about the game. If you enjoy the content on this channel, why not hit the subscribe button, since an astounding 82% of people that actually watch my videos are not subscribed, and it would be very appreciated if you could subscribe. Also, I have a link to my Discord server that you can join and talk with others in my community, as well as myself. Anyways, to the facts we go. According to the original English version of the Battle Cats, Hippo is revealed to be bisexual. Version 13.0 introduces the fourth form. This was the first time an additional tier for unit forms was added since version 2.0, which was released on August 12, 2013. Diorama shares a strong resemblance to the Godzilla monster Destroya, who was featured in Godzilla vs. Destroya. The fourth form may have taken elements from Burning Godzilla, since both entered a critical state after absorbing an excess amount of energy. In Dioramos' case, this would be spirits across creation. The Purple Heart combo is named after the medal given to those who were wounded or killed while serving under the United States military. The highest multiplier a unit has for a stat currently are units who have the Behemoth Slayer ability, the Massive Damage ability, and their trait is affected by treasures. This has a 10 times multiplier against their target. The units who hit these multipliers are Courier Cat, Mushroom Cat, Chief Cat, and Fabled Adventurer Kana. Prior to February 2018, Realm of Carnage had no known schedule. In the Battle Cats Unite, several regular enemies are exclusive to the Heavenly Tower. These enemies include Zoj, Znage, Zombo, Zori, Chick-fil-A, Lord Gravy, Taki, Mr. Angel, Ziggy, Zangru, Miss Haka, and Professor Ray. Both Low Doge and Miku Doge share the same dodge time and chance. They both have a dodge time of 1 second and have a 20% chance to activate. The 3 Behemoth culling maps are named after different cat breeds. The Hidden Forest of Gapra is named after the Singapura, Ashvini Desert is named after the Abyssian, and Jinfor Volcano is named after the Norwegian forest cat. However, these are somewhat lost in translation. On screen is how each breed is spelled in Japanese, and the Behemoth culling area name in Japanese side by side. Wrath of Hell is both the name for the base Aku Cyclone stage and the first Revenge stage. This doesn't happen for any other Revenge level. Until somewhere between 6.5 to 6.7, the Merc Storia collab enemies Nono, Olga, Norn, Yoichi, Aura, and Healer were all typeless. This is different from traitless, and the only enemies now with this trait are the enemy bases, such as the Doge base. Juliet Cat's Japanese description states that her favorite book is Corporal Punishment and Haircut. This book was written by J.K. Bunbun, whose Japanese name is Buntaro Akai. Mighty Recon Corpse's name is misspelled on the gacha banner, and the word Recon, it contains a C instead of a K like it does on the unit. As of March 27th, 2023, there is currently no legal way to obtain the Battle Cats Pop, the 3DS version of the game. However, this isn't because of Ponos pulling the game, rather this is because this is the date the Nintendo eShop for the 3DS shut down. Alpaki has the highest strength multiplier in the game, increasing her damage by 10 times her original damage. Benevolent Soma's Catfruit page states that Soma gains the ability to weaken his targets when being true form. However, he already has the ability. His chance to weaken does go from 50% to 100%. The character formed on Shigon Cat's third attack is cat in Chinese. While Behemoth is a general term to describe something as large or powerful, in the Behemoth's case, their name came from the beast in which the word Behemoth comes from. Behemoth is sometimes depicted as a humanoid elephant and, according to the Book of Job, is a primeval chaos monster created by God during the beginning of creation. Prior to version 8.0, Hearts of Darkness had 150% Razorbacks, 11 Shadow Boxer Ks instead of 7, and had an extra Taki. Castle of the Sentinels is the first subchapter to have a difficulty rating of 11 stars. Prior to version 12.5, Valval Cat's description mistakenly stated they had Colossus Slayer instead of Behemoth Slayer. As of this video, the only advent stage present in the Battle Cats Unite is no Plan A. However, this is specifically for the Japanese version. Masked Grandmaster Cat, Spiritual Yulala, and Spiritual Earl are the only relic enemies that are not present in the enemy dictionary. Ganglion's true form is the only Dragon Emperor to not have the title of God Emperor. Zappy is the result of a Cappy who went into a hot spring that was a little bit too hot for her, melting her and becoming a goopy, zombified enemy. The base used for Denmark is the Little Mermaid, sculpted by Edvard Eriksson, and the statue can be found in Copenhagen. The English version of the Battle Cats is the only version that has yet to receive the Gudetama collaboration. According to Teacher Cybear's Japanese description, they were freeloading at the Face's house for 6 years. Mini Angelic Cyclone is currently the only Cyclone who is female. Akudoge is a reference to Devilman in both design and their Japanese name. Their Japanese name is Devilwan, with wan being the onomatopoeia for a dog's bark. Pikaland Pasaland's name is derived from the Japanese word pika, which is an onomatopoeic word for something that is flashing, which is what Pikaland does during their attack animation. When the player looks at Nala during the stage clear bonus screen, you can see that this is the enemy counterpart of Nala. You can tell by the length of the tail, their hairs, and the idol that sits on their back. There are a few levels that have a chance to reward a treasure radar, these being Unkept Promises, An Ancient Curse, Aku Altar Seal, Reign of the Ape Lord, Birth of True Man, and Villain's Jungle of all levels. Until Sakura Sonic was added to the game, Hayabusa and Princess Kaguya were the Ubers featured in the Metal Busters icon. Both Pai Pai and Strike Unit REI were added in updates that introduced Hanya and Queen Bee respectively. These two units' kits are built to counter these enemies, so this was most likely done intentionally. While Deep Diver Kana doesn't have a true form yet, there is a fully translated name and description for it found within the game files. The name given to this true form is Great Deep Diver Kana. The description states, she explores the mighty seven seas in search of a legendary treasure. However, she realizes that the true treasure is the abundance of life in the ocean, delivers massive damage to floating and aliens, and unleashes a surge attack. Unlike the rest of the Dragon Emperors, Sea King Daliazin has a brainwashed cat instead of a crazed cat in their evolved form. Elder Flame Doron has the highest amount of abilities any enemy has in the game. Doron has a Surge, can weaken units, has Omni Strike, and has Wave, Surge, Knockback, Freeze, Slow, and Weaken Immune. Battle Cats version 1.4 was the first update to add a collaboration, this being the Princess Punk collab. While the collab was translated into English for a long period of time, it wasn't added into EN until 10.5 years later after it dropped in the Japanese version. Takachi and Tetsukachi are references to Thwomps and Thwimps from the Super Mario series. Ultimate Catman's Japanese name is Catman Rising, which is a reference to The Dark Knight Rises, the final film in the Dark Knight trilogy. Coffin Zoge is the only Doge variant who uses the word Inu in their Japanese name instead of Wan or Wanko. Inu means dog, Wan means wolf, and Wanko means doggy or puppy. Their name in Japanese is Hitsugi Inu. Akugori is a fallen angel, as his description states that he used to be an angelic Gori, but was kicked out of heaven due to various mistakes made in his office. Tear-soaked Puppy's stage background is from the Power Pro baseball collaboration. Every level in the Zero Legends subchapter Cats of a Common Sea features either an aquatic animal or a semi-aquatic animal in each stage. Many hippos roam the Undertow coast, Gardenil Bros live in the Great Barrier Free, Calamarias are an anonymous fin alert, Douches live 2 miles below, Sir Seals live in a sea cave habitat, and Gokuraku, as well as Kleewon and Cruel Angel Cleano live beyond the Hadal. Loki's name is a reference to the Norse god of trickery, Loki. While in the Japanese version, every single malevolent cat stage is considered merciless, whereas in the English version, they are classed as insane. Prior to version 11.2, there was no limit to how many ads you could watch per day for gaining cat food. Mukyakin is the only true form to not change the unit's battle performance in any way. And finally, Hell Commissioner Emma and Belly Dancer Cat are the two units who gained both the true form and talents in the same update. I want to thank you all for watching. If you thought these facts were fascinating, why not give this video a like and maybe even subscribe if you enjoy the content on this channel, and hit that bell so you don't miss an upload, as well as comment down below on what fact was most interesting to you. Also, shout out to the following channel members: Oppenheimer, Something Something YouTube, and Potato King. If you want to receive a shout out like these channel members here, then become a silver member or higher today. Becoming a channel member supports what I do in a way that helps keep the lights on, and channel members receive an exclusive role on my Discord server, for which you can find a link to in the description down below. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day.